Hello everyone, welcome to your weather update for Monday, September 28th, 2020. A lot to get into. We're going to talk about the rain coming in New York. I'll briefly go into it because this is not a good week for weather in New York. I'm going to tell you that right now. But main topics we're going to talk about is the tropics, the good news on the East Coast, and we'll show you the NOAA website as we go along. The good news is the Atlantic is quiet. We hope it stays quiet for the remainder of the hurricane season. We are going into October on Thursday, and let's hope that it stays quiet and no more Greek alphabet storms impact the mainland of the U.S. But let's just get into the radar. The rain activity today looks like it's in Louisiana. This is not remnants of beta. I'll tell you that right now. This is a different moisture system that's impacting Louisiana today, which the last thing Louisiana needs is more rain. You know, after what Laura did and after what beta did. And then, good news is, no rain over here, and here on the Gulf Coast. Last thing they need after Sally. Then we got a little moisture over here in Kentucky. This looks like this is going to be our rainmaker for the week, possibly. Then you got over here in Michigan. That's not really going to impact us. It's just this is moving south, it looks like, right? Yeah, it's moving south, but this is moving northeast. That's what I'm concerned about. Very briefly, let's go into this one right here. Get into it. So, there's a 30% chance that this system, Atlantic number 1, that is a low chance right there. But now I want to focus on this storm, which is Infest 98L in the Pacific. We'll get into this one. So it says there's a 90% chance that the Pacific's going to see this. But I want to show you the radar images. I just want to show you California and why they desperately need rain. And I'll even do an up close on it because it's alarming. It's very alarming what's going on with the wildfires in California. So let's go to the go to where we need to go to. First up, no tropical systems in the Atlantic the next 48 hours. I have not seen anything on my radar that would suggest that there's going to be tropical activity. I do not see it at the moment. It's not listing it. Nothing is in Cape Verde right now, so that's the good news. Let's hope again it stays quiet. But the west, and this is where we're going to get into the Central Pacific. We will do that. My bad, meant Eastern Pacific. Ooh, boy, I messed up right there. Okay. This is, I'm going to say this correctly. This is 94 Infest. Okay, my bad. 94 Infest. Okay. This is what we want to talk about right here. So, this is going to form into a storm, it looks like, from what I'm making out. So, formation chance through 48 hours, high 70%. Formation chance through 5 days is high at 90%. Okay, let's take a look at the radar. Here's 94 Invest in the Pacific right now. And this is what it looks like. There's an eye. I could tell there's an eye trying to form. I could tell there is. I have to see what it looks like on NOAA, but you know, obviously I'll close it out with the main radar image of the country. I'm just gonna make sure that we are good to go as we close out. There we go. Just want to focus on the U.S. I want to take you to the GFS for a second. Now, when we look at the GFS, and this is what gets me very alarmed here. So, there is 94 invest. Now, you would hope in California, which California, again, desperately needs the rain. What's the MB, by the way? Oh, this could become a Cat 3. Yeah, I don't know how they do it in the Pacific, but I'd have to... But they use the same Safari scale like we do in the Atlantic. Yep, but look at that. The rain by... What date is this? Yeah, looks like October 10th. Yeah, more rain in Seattle. How is Seattle being clear? Normally you'd think Seattle gets all the rain, but I guess not. Because again, the jet stream is just... The jet stream is just so messed up. You would think the normal weather patterns would not be a factor. Like, why is it humid in New York? Why is it near 80 when we're in nocturnal equinox? Well, that I cannot answer. But I'm going to show you the images. See if we can get the latest image right now. Let's see if I can refresh this. Maybe I can get the latest image right now. And if I can't pull it up, do apologize. But Worldview shouldn't be doing this. Let's see. Is it coming up? Nope. We have to go to the previous image. Go to 271. There we go. So this is the one I want to show you. So I'll give you an illustration. As we can zoom in. That would help us a lot. Okay. East Coast. Sun's trying to pop out. And let me just get up for a second. Look outside. Yeah. I see some blue sky trying to come up. But there are some clouds out there right now. I'm thankfully able to get up and look out the window. And just see what's going on out there. There is some blue sky out there. That's decent news, but there was fog last night. And some of the smoke from California is trying to make its way out to New York. It did over the weekend. Mother Nature got its way, it looks like, but we'll now go into what we need to talk about. That is wildfires. So, dangerous rate of speed. 2 California wildfires explode overnight. Evacuations have been issued. So, I'll play the video very briefly here. So, there is a red flag warning. And you would think LA had their fires, and now you have, you know, more than that. See that? There's Napa Valley. There are the wildfires burning out there. And look at all that. Let's rewind that. I'm serious. I want to show you this. Look at that. See? See that orange sky? That's the same orange sky that was seen in San Francisco earlier this month. I'm not kidding. Let's keep playing the rest of the video. It's on mute, so I don't get claimed for copyright. So, people don't believe climate change is real. I want to say this right now. If you did not watch 60 Minutes last night, please watch 60 Minutes last night, because they had a feature on climate change last night on the Arctic. The Arctic's just melting. Antarctica, the ice caps are melting. I'm glad that 60 Minutes brought up climate change last night. Nobody in the media brings it up, but big kudos to CBS. Okay, 2 fires. Sog fire burned through 7,000 acres. Glass fire tore through 2,500 acres. And I will mention, the media is going to be all fascinated with the presidential debate. So, I'm the one covering it. It seems. One of the few people. Okay, fires driven by gusty winds burned several structures overnight, including the Chateau Boswell Winery and the Glass Mountain Inn, according to Sacramento Bee. So, you just cannot make this stuff up. I don't want to get into more specifics, but there was a red flag warning issued until tomorrow. Now, the question is, and I was checking Cal Fire earlier. I'll pull up this tweet. Not that one. This tweet right here. I'll show you this tweet. This is the tweet I wanted to show you. So, yeah, see? Now, my question is, does the red flag warning get extended? And I'm going to be looking at that. So the latest update is Cal Fire, 2 new incident management teams, Northern California. So, Glass Fire in Napa County, in Shasta County, the Sog Fire. So, it is just alarming. So, latest update, the Sog Fire is 15,000 acres. 15,000 acres. I mean, the wildfires, there's nothing you can really do. If they tell you to evacuate, you have to evacuate. That's obvious. But what's concerning is they always say it never rains in California. Well, let's do an illustrated point here. Let's go look at the GFS. And let's just prove that California desperately needs rain. Because they need it bad, and we might need it bad here in New York too. Because Suffolk County and I think parts of Nassau, they mentioned that there might have been a minor drought. Which, you think, the weather's just been so weird this year that try to see if it loads up this way, because if it doesn't, then I do apologize. There's nothing I can do. But I did look at the forecast. Okay, let's just go to 72 hours. Look how dry this is. No rain. It's finally loading. Thank goodness. Man, there's Invest 94, but look where it ends up. Parts of the moisture end up in Oregon. Honestly, California really needs rain, because I want to show you temperature. Now, temperatures, this is going to be a problem. The temperatures in a majority of California are in the 90s. San Francisco today, and I'll tell you this right now. San Francisco, and I'm Googling it on my phone right now. San Francisco today is supposed to be near 90. The high today in San Francisco was supposed to be 91. That's way above their average for a daytime high. You tell me how that's normal. Good news is, it's supposed to be back in the 70s. But then I'm just looking at my friend in Martinez. I'm looking it up right now. All the week in Costa Corda County, it's supposed to be in the 90s. In fact, the high today is supposed to be 101 in Costa Corda County. So, I just don't get it. I just don't get why people are not making this a big deal. It should be a big deal. You think climate change is not real? Climate change is real. Climate change is real. You know, I get passionate about transit, but you tell me how this is normal. There's a 103 over there. That's not normal. That's not normal. You tell me how that's normal. It's not. You know, this is 2020, right? Yeah, look at that. Even LA's seeing highs in the 90s all week. But we can take a look, see if we can find the dew point. Let's see if we can pull that up. Because we can only pull it up on the GFS. And then I'll get to the East Coast in just a second. Talk about New York. Now, we look at these dew points. This was from Friday. Good job by Tidbits to keep this information up. When you have these low dew points, it means there's a better chance of the fires to get out of control, is what I'm saying here. Then, this was yesterday. Look how low those dew points are. It's high temperatures, low dew points in California where you have a lot of forest. That is alarming. And we look at tomorrow, low dew point again. So, rest of the week, you know, I'm not even going to show you this. I just want to read the news reports of the wildfires. That's what I'd rather do than just show you this. Because I'm going to focus on my area where, you know, the rain's going to be the story of the weather this week. So, not even one dew point getting near 60. Which is scary. It really is scary. Wait. There's a dew point that might hit 60 on Saturday. And then, yeah, dew points back in the 40s in a week. There's some hope, but the main thing is they need rain. And they're not getting it right now. They need the rain. Now let's go to where I need to go to. My region of the country, the Northeast. So, when we look at the Northeast, and if Tidbits could cooperate today, that would be wonderful. I know I don't want to play sarcasm, but look at the dew points in New York and a majority of the East Coast. You have dew points that are in the 50s. Okay? So if you go a little bit like this, it actually budges. That's wonderful. Okay, let's go to today. So, dew point today is 66. If it's above 65, it's uncomfortable. So, when we look at dew points, they're going to be in the 60s going into tomorrow. And then, this is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Look at that. Dew points in the 40s on Thursday, which is excellent. So, the reason why the dew points are going down, you have a high pressure system that's supposed to bring rain to New York on Tuesday night. Majority of Wednesday, it's supposed to rain. And then this is what I want to see. Oh, look at that. Dew points even in the 30s. That's wonderful. But then the dew points go back to the 50s. Then, look at that. Goes, wow. This is great. Is it possible we may actually see highs only in the 40s or the 50s? I would welcome that. You know, that would mean winter's coming. In that sense, I mean, it get cold, but, you know, if I was allowed out, I'd be happy if there was a 48-degree day. That's the type of weather I like. You know, 40s, 50s, and no wind. It's perfect. See, the wind is the problem. That's the one I don't like. Okay, so I guess what I want to show you is the clouds. That's what I want to see. Clouds. Now, the clouds, this is next Saturday. We don't want to go to that. We want to go to today. We want to go to today. And then I'll show you the last thing to wrap this up is the precipitation. So here we go. Oh, and I also want to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center. That's how I'll wrap it up. Okay, here we go. Clouds. Here they are on Wednesday. So this is the rain. Now, do the clouds clear up on Thursday? Because I have a appointment for my flu shot on Thursday. And I also have to talk to my physician about other things. So let's see. Looks like the clouds are going to clear out on Thursday. That's good news. That's what I want to see. Yeah, then they come back over the weekend. And there's more clouds on Monday. But it looks like Tuesday the clouds are going to clear out. That's good. Yep, more clouds Thursday. And then, yeah. Stinks my dad's birthday is going to have clouds. But after that, we're in for some really decent weather. Hopefully in October. And it'll actually feel like fall in New York. I hope. Then, let's just take a look at the rain. That's the right one. There we go. Alright, so I'll even look at the NAM to see what the rain's going to look like. Whoa, okay, look at this. Heavier band in Hampton Roads. And then there's another heavy band that might impact Delmarva. Yeah, look at this. There's even a band that could impact New York City on Wednesday. Then you got Thursday, it clears out. Friday. Wish Tidbits would budge, but it's not. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Little band there. But it's after October 8th that it looks like a better pattern. So, you know what? I feel like it. Let me look at the temperatures. Let's see what it looks like on... I want to go to... If I can even find it. If it'll even load, that would be great. But that's the problem with Tidbits. Yeah, here's October 13th. Look at this. Stays in the 50s. That means fall is here. That means fall is coming. We want that. Well, majority of us do if we want to make it feel like fall. So there we go. Might be one chance on October 6th we might hit 70. One other chance that it might be in the mid-70s on October 7th. And then the pattern changes on October 9th. Oh, hang on. Might be one day where it gets in the mid-60s on October 11th. But there is a trend that starting October 12th, looks like that's when we may see actual fall. So, save the date. Tidbits is predicting October 12th. Let's only hope. Okay, so last thing we want to get into is the NAM. So I just want to see if they have anything listed for Wednesday. Yeah, here's Friday. We don't want to go to Friday. We want to go to Wednesday. Here's 72 hours, which is Thursday. Let's see here. If it only cooperates, that would be helpful. There we go. So, once again, it looks like Wednesday's our best chance of rain. That is what the NAM is suggesting. But if I could pull up the 24 hours, that would help. There we go, 24 hours from now. Ooh, okay, so one little band is forming in northwest Jersey. Okay, then. But the rest of today, it's not supposed to rain. That's the good news. It's just that Wednesday is what we want to keep an eye on. Wednesday is the rain. Okay, so one last thing I want to get into is the Storm Prediction Center. Let's see what our chances look like. Day 2 outbreak. Okay, so here we go. Good news is we are not in a marginal risk. But it looks like there's a marginal risk for Hampton Roads on Tuesday. So that will have to be monitored. So, let me wrap it up where we started. That's going to wrap it up. Pray for California because it's going to be very difficult for them the next couple of days. I don't know how long it's going to be in Northern California when they ever get their act together with the wildfires. But Mother Nature may have a blessing and the fires may get contained, so let's hope that. And again, this is what I'm keeping an eye on. This looks like this is going to be the rainmaker for New York and a majority of the Mid-Atlantic on Wednesday. This one right here. So I'll be keeping an eye on it closely. So thank you all for watching. More updates to come. I will definitely be looking at the rain this week. So until the next one, take care.